eat my soup, my noodles while we're reading. I should have got the spoon. Damn. Hey y'all. Hey Mrs. Cheek. I'm trying to eat this soup real quick. This was ramen, a ramen bowl. It's gone. It's just ramen. I didn't want to be greedy and eat all in y'all's faces. And it's almost gone. How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? Great, I hope. Great, I hope. Ramen. I need to get a spoon so I can properly eat this broth I made. But for now, this will do. Hey, Patricia. That broth looks good. Thanks. I put everything in it. Honestly, I feel like I'm getting sick again. And I think it's because of Blaze. Maybe Onyx, because he's kind of sick too. I feel like I'm kind of coming down. Like, I felt it yesterday, but not really. Today, I kind of feel like I'm coming down or something. Like, I'm really tired. You know, your body's just, and you just get real lethargic. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm just tired. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm coming down with something. In other news, I am putting up my Christmas trees today. At least starting the whole process of like, I took all my fall stuff down. That was actually low-key bothering me. I don't know why. And this is probably the earliest I've put up my Christmas trees in a while. Usually, I don't do it this early before Thanksgiving. It's usually the same week of Thanksgiving or like right after Thanksgiving, like that weekend. And sometimes if I'm really being lazy, I won't do it till like the first week of December. But this time I'm like, I'm trying to be in the spirit. I want to be in the spirit earlier this year. And I want to decorate. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to do it. You should be you should try the viral cough syrup. I made a big batch for me and my kitties. What is the viral cough syrup? At least you caught it early enough to get rid of it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna I have some like I don't know, I have some stuff. I took some vitamins this morning, but I'm gonna take some more. I'm gonna take my vitamin C in a minute after I finish this food because I don't want to take that on an empty stomach. Hey everybody, come on in, hit a like for your girl because it's free, don't cost you nothing. Wait, trees, how many? I usually put up 4. I think the max that I've put up was one year was 3. This year it's 2. I have one behind you guys. Oh, I can flip the thing. So this is the tree that's going up in the living room. Don't worry about this. I literally just stacked this on just a minute ago. And I was just trying to see what lights on the tree because the tree comes pre-lit. I just wanted to see what lights actually were working. And it looks like most of them aren't, but that's okay because I have lights over here that I'm about to put a whole bunch of these on the tree and then decorate it and stuff. But I'm doing it in a vlog, so you'll see it next. My next vlog, you'll see me put these together. I'm trying to do this before the kids get home, but I'm really, really tired. I want to take a nap if I can. What time is it? Oh, it's only 1 o'clock. But if I want to take a nap, I'm going to have to do that within the next 30 to an hour so I can sleep for a little bit because I'm going to be so dog tired tonight. I just feel like it. So, I saw. I told my second oldest I wanted to put up our tree early. LOL, I'm just in the mood. I know. Like, there's just something about it. I think what really got me in the spirit was the snow last week. Like, the snowstorm that we had really put me in, like, that. I was playing Christmas music when I was making breakfast on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Yeah, whatever day that was that they didn't have school. I think it was Sunday. But it wasn't on the live. I remember I didn't go do a live that day. But I was making, or was it breakfast? Anyway, I was playing music, Christmas music the other day, and I was just like, I had to turn on my R&B holiday jams and, just vibe out. I think I should put some music on today too, but I'm just so freaking tired. I don't want to hear any noise. I'm so tired. Like the kids have me so drained. Oh my God, don't get me started, y'all. Being a mother is hard. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. I'm like, that is so tiring. And then, yeah, I was talking to someone was it last night? Anyway, and I was like, I feel like motherhood has just been whooping my ass. I think I said that a couple live streams ago too, because it's just like it has, like in a way, like you know, it's just when you have multiple kids, and me in my case 9, everybody has their own life. Like everybody has their own life that you are responsible for. And you really don't think about that type of shit when you have kids. You probably should. Some of us probably are more mindful than others. But um like there's all these little people with their own little lives and it's like they're all different and it's like you have to mother each child the same but yet in a way that is beneficial, helpful, and productive for them. And that is just mentally fucking draining. And then I have 2 teenagers and a preteen. And shout out to whoever or the groups of people that were telling me that teenagehood is a bitch because it literally fucking is. Like it just literally is. Like Cadence, she's a girl. I feel like for the most part she's good, except for when she does dumb shit. And then, and they all do dumb shit, but and then I feel like, like she'll have an attitude sometimes, and I'll be like, girl, don't get put in a headlock today because I literally just don't have the patience. Like I don't. Or it'll be like Kingston. He be getting a little attitude sometimes too, and I'd be like, listen, baby, I don't know if you know this, but you came out of my coochie. Okay, you came from me. Sometimes I'm trying to remind them that, like, yeah, this is not a situation where you're my parent. You don't get to tell me what's gonna happen. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen, okay? And this is what's not gonna happen. Um, yeah, so we can have a whole fucking live stream about kids and teenagers and stuff. But and then like the little ones, I don't have to worry so much about. Like with Kingston, I feel like lately my complaint with him is just being able to follow instructions and direction. And he's just at this point where he wants to just do what he wants to do. And I'm like, no, you need to do it in this way. So he's trying out for basketball, and um, he needs new basketball shoes. Now Kingston has lots of shoes, and he's like a sneakerhead, so he keeps them put up like in the closet. Like he doesn't wear them, but I buy them. And I'm like, why are you asking me for shoes? And I know you have shoes that are brand new that I've never seen. I literally, he goes to school in Yeezy slides every day. So what are you talking about? Like, I know you have shoes. And he's like, well, no, they're not made for basketball, indoor basketball. That's for outdoor court shoes. They're court shoes. And I need basketball shoes because they have better grip and da-da-da-da-da and support and da-da-da-da-da and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, all I hear is cha-ching, 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 cha-ching to my motherfucking bank account. And I'm just like, okay, all right. But then, it's like, I feel like teenagers, they always rush you when they want something from you. But when you need them to do something or want something from them, it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to do it. I'll get it done. Don't worry. It'll get done. It'll be like, whatever. But there's no fucking pressure or whatever. But when they want something from you, they're like, what is that? Oh, okay. I just got an email. They're rushing you, they're pressing you, and I don't like pressure. I don't like when people apply pressure on me in the sense of you need to do this now, because especially when I know I don't. It's like, you're not gonna rush me to do some shit and I know you don't need it yet, because there's some stuff I'm waiting for you to do first. And I don't know, it's just a whole thing. And so I had to get on him the other day because I'm like, listen, tryouts are not for, a little bit. You need to be taking out this trash without me having to ask. You need to be keeping your room clean, which is really something that he used to be very, very like adamant about, keeping his room spotless. And now he's just like, it's not that bad. I'm like, bruh, it's not as bad as it could be, but it's not as good as it should be. You know what I'm saying? It's unacceptable. I'm really, really particular about how they keep their rooms, because I'm not living in filth. So neither are you. Like the fuck. So anyway, that was a thing. And then I think Spanish and one of his other classes, he has a D in. Unacceptable. You're not a failing student. No. And I'm like, you cannot play basketball if you do not have good grades. You cannot do that. So you have X amount of days to get it together. And until that happens, I'm not buying no fucking shoes. What do I look like? You know what I'm saying? Why would I reward that? Get your shit together. And he's just like, well, come on, Mom. I'm gonna do it. I'm like, stop right there. When it's done, that's when we can have a conversation. Because honestly, I'm not going to spend $150 on basketball shoes if you're not going to be able to qualify to play because you have a failing grade or 2 failing grades. I'm not doing that. We're not playing those games. No. So, yeah, I told him, like, you need to get on your game, get on your A game. You want to be a student athlete, that takes dedication, that takes organization. So get on your Zoom, Bookie. Get on your Zoom. You know what I'm saying? And then Cadence, I don't have any complaints this week. I don't think. It's only Tuesday. It's still early in the week. Stay tuned for that. This morning, though, she was like asking me for something, and I'm like, she was asking me how to do something, and I'm like, why don't you know how to do this? And she was like, in a rush, because she's like, I gotta go to school, I don't want to be late. And I'm just like, you could have did this shit last night, And it was so hard. I told you guys, I feel like I'm coming down with something. It was so hard for me to pull myself out of bed. Kids just don't give a fuck about you. They just do not care. I could be like, I could have, like, even when I had pneumonia, they just did not give a fuck. I constantly was like, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm tired. Please. And they're just like, all right, but still, we need this. We want this. You know, they don't give a shit. And then I remember this is this is kind of like a sidebar, but like I remember when I had pneumonia, and then I was still not feeling good, and I told you guys I had went back to the urgent care, the ER, whatever, and I remember like texting them and being like, hey, you know, I'm at the ER, um, and okay, I was like, yeah, I'm at the ER. I still don't feel good. Da 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 da. And then they're like, you're still sick? Why are you still sick? Like, we didn't know you were still like what? You little MFers. I've been saying I don't feel good. I've been begging for a little of grace, and nobody gives a fuck about mom. I'm like, whatever, fuck it. I'm on vacation. Just pretend I'm on vacation. No, but so anyway, yeah, so this morning I was like, I really need you guys to not be a handful. Yeah. And then the little kids, the boys, they're little. So I feel like their problems are little problems. You know, it's not like so much I need a new pair of $200 shoes by Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. They're more like, Mom, where are my Sonic underwears at? Or I really like these, but I don't want those. And I want to wear these socks, but I can't wear those ones. But I don't like that shirt that you picked out for me. It's that type of stuff. And the twins, I feel like they're really easygoing and laid back for the most part, unless they're fighting each other. And then that's a whole thing. They love to be together all the time, but then also fight. I don't know, it's a twin thing. But, you know, it's like being a mom is hard. It's just fucking hard. I know I say that all the time, but it's hard every fucking day of my life. And I told, who was I might have been talking to my husband last night, and I was like, I'm just tired. Like, I'm just fucking tired. And that is okay. It's okay to be overwhelmed. Sometimes you're tired of being a mom. Not that I don't love my kids or, you know, whatever, or even love being around them. I love when they're home and stuff. Like when we were snowed in essentially last week and they had like 3 snow days, I was like, yeah, that's awesome. We're good. We're home. We're having slow mornings. We're not having to get up at the break of fucking dawn. We are having hot cocoa and a nice, warm, cozy breakfast. And we're able to just like sit around the fireplace and stuff like that. But bitch, after the first 3 or 4 days, it's like, all right, y'all could go back to school now. Y'all could go back to fucking school now. I am done. I am tired. I'm overstimulated. You know, it's like, fuck. You guys got 72 hours before y'all start pissing me off. For real. Let me read somebody else's comments. Thank you, Franz. My grandson is 12, preteen. He wants an allowance. I told him, when you do your chores without me telling you, then we'll talk. I think that is a very good idea. Because I feel like if I have to beg you to do something, why am I paying you? Why am I rewarding that? You want to impress me? Do some shit without me having to ask you. You walk in this kitchen every day to grab snacks, drinks, food, water, whatever, and I know you see that trash sitting there. And I know you know when it's full because you use the trash can. Why am I asking you to take the trash out? You know, we have a very large chart over on their cubbies. Every week, we change it, and everybody gets a different chore. Very simple. You know, if your chore is to sweep, make sure the floor is swept or vacuumed. If your job is to vacuum, make sure, I mean, it's not hard, you know? Kids just make shit hard. let your husband handle the boys and you handle the girls situation so it will not have to be so much on you. You know, I agree with that, but at the same time, I just feel like as a mom, you just have to be a mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do mom shit. They don't give a D. They don't. Oh my gosh. So true, right, Angel? If my daughter takes too long to do a chore and I end up doing it, she knows not to ask me for shit. The answer is no across the board. Thank you. I feel you on that. Um, yeah. So every couple of days, I sit and I'm just like, okay, are you guys, what's up? What's your chore? Did you check the board? Do you even know what it is? Like, y'all know to check that board when you come in once a week, every Monday or Sunday, depending. It's changed. What are you supposed to be doing? Multiple times a day, I'm like, when they're home, or even like when they come home, I'm like, what is your chore? Now they've gotten to the point where they'll be like, oh, Blaze is supposed to sweep or whatever. And then it's like, I feel like sometimes they don't like the chore that they get because we have some chores that are super easy. And I give those out to whoever did not complain or did the chore without me having to remind them the week before. So if like Blaze has feeding the cats on there, that was his chore, which is like the easiest chore on the board. That's so everybody wants it every week. That's what they always want because like they don't have to do anything to feed the cats, right? And so, and obviously like their own personal, keep your room clean, keep your bathroom clean, stuff like that. But like outside, like that's majority of what you're responsible for that week. And so I think, um, you know, that works perfect. Blaze will have something like feed the cats, and then they'll be like, well, I want to feed the cats. Well, no, I want to feed the, and then I'll be like, well, no, whoever did the work without me having to ask and who did not complain about a chore gets the pick. So if you, you know, if you complain the whole week about washing the dishes, guess what? You're doing the trash next week. You're doing something else. You know, you're not gonna get the first pick. You're gonna get whatever I give you. But if you can do whatever it is without complaining, then you might be able to do something simple like feed the cats or water my plants or something. Are those press-ons? Mine never last. Come do mine. These are press-ons. When I'm sick, I'm resting and he can fend for himself. There's always something to eat. I feel the same way. Like, I'm not really cooking tonight. I think I'm just going to make some chicken fingers and fries because I can throw that stuff in the air fryer. I am not cooking. I do not have the energy. Thank you, Jessica. Teenagers are all about them, sis. LOL, sis. I feel you. My son is trying out for basketball, and I told him he can get new shoes if he makes the team. Hanging there, Chrissy, is hard, but we got this. Sis Crystal, you understand, sis. All of y'all do, really. But, like, Crystal, you get it. Like, honey, make the fucking team first. Mm-hmm. Because I told him, I'm like, you are ass backwards. I'm not running to Dick's to go buy you brand new basketball shoes, and you're not doing what I need you to do at home or at school. I need you to make sure that all of your grades are a C or better. My kids are not DF students, so I don't accept that. I will not accept that. And if you want to slack, then you're going to pay for that. Right now, he does not have any of his setup, his gaming setup. He came home the other day, and he was like, I think he tried to turn it on. I don't know what he did. But I didn't even say nothing. I just took the cords out of everything, out of the monitors, out of the computer. I didn't say nothing. He was like, Mom, my computer's not working yet. That's because I took everything from it. It's not going to work. It's not going to ever work because you're not listening. You know what I'm saying? And then when if I ask you to do something, it's, oh, Mom, how do I'm like, I don't know where these new age kids get this talking back from, or this I don't feel like, how about you, I don't, what the fuck is, I don't want to hear none of that. See, my grandmother would have never played that shit. Like, never. Like, the old school parenting style, like, somebody's jaw would have been on the floor. Somebody's ass would have been in Idaho. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. And I'm just like, I honestly don't. I don't know. I think they think I'm playing. Like, y'all think I'm playing. I'm not going to put my hands on you. Nope. I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. I'm gonna take them phones. I'm gonna take your electronics because that's how to get them to act right. I'm gonna change the Wi-Fi password or pause every device in this house except for mine. I'm not playing with these kids. I'm like, it's not negotiable. It's non-negotiable. They know how to annoy us. Yep. Hey, Mimi. Hey, walking into her, sis. Hey, pretty brown. Girl, I relate. My twins fight over who I gotta shower first. Like, who cares who goes? Just go. Yeah, they do that. They do that all the time. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. Twins are cute though, because like, one will come. I feel like Kimura does this. It's like, I don't know. It's so funny. Kimura, I feel like, is the more outgoing twin, but Kinsley is the one who always speaks for her, speaks up for her. Like sometimes, like if they want to tell me something, and or they want to ask me for something, like they just did their Christmas list the other day, and they were trying to ask me for something, and Kimura, like they'll talk to each other about what they're gonna like deliberate and tell me. So then they'll talk to each other, and then like Kinsley will be the spokesperson for the both of them, and she'll be like, "Mom, we want." And then I'll be telling her sometimes I'll be like, Kimura can talk for herself. Tell her to come over here and talk for herself. Like, girl, we never would have lived to tell the story if we talked back to my mom, right, Jessica? I couldn't even breathe hard around my grandmother. Listen, I will tell you guys this story. I don't know if I've said this story on here before, but one of the most memorable stories I have of my grandmother was I don't even remember how old I was. I probably was like 8. Okay, I'm thinking. I don't know. But I was a kid. I was in elementary. And I remember like my mom was going somewhere, so she would take me to my grandmother's house so my grandmother could watch me. But I hated going over to my grandmother's house for a few reasons, unless my mom was going to stay with me. One, like my grandmother's house just was not fun because she was like, you cannot lay on the couch because you can't get the grease or the oils from your hair on the couch. She did not have cable, and I was a spoiled ass brat. I like needed cable to watch my shows. She didn't have any snacks. It was only what she made. And, you know, sometimes you don't want homemade food. Sometimes you don't want greens at 8 years old. You want some damn, you know, snacks and, you know, just all kinds of other stuff. So the one time my mom took, you know, and also I was really attached to my mom when I was a kid. Like I was severely attached, but also like I didn't have any younger siblings or siblings around my age. My brothers were like grown, so I was essentially an only child, you know, at home. So I was like so attached to my mom, and I did not want to stay at my grandma's house for long periods of time, right? Love my grandma, but at the time I was like, yeah, fuck no. I want to go with my mom. So my mom took me to my grandmother's house, said that we were going to go together and fuck around and dipped on my ass, right? And I was so upset that I started crying. And I was just crying and crying and crying. And my grandmother was like, she just let me cry. She was just like, all right, well, you gonna cry, but you're here. So, and then I remember crying so hard. You know, as kids, like you could cry so hard and you make yourself throw up. So I was crying so hard, I made myself throw up. And my grandmother came around the corner and was like, didn't say shit to me, went back in the kitchen and came back with a bucket and a fucking rag. And she said, now get that shit up. I will never fucking forget that shit. And I was down there like, so fucking mad. So fucking mad. She was like, I am not playing this shit. You gonna get that shit up. And then when I was done, she was like, all right, now go sit down. Like, get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? You're here. You know? Like, my grandmother just was not about that shit. She was not about to play with you. She was not about to deal with your bullshit. She was not about to sit up here and stress herself out over the dumb shit. Okay, you want to do dumb shit, you're gonna deal with the consequences, essentially. And I feel the same way when it comes to my kids. Like, you're gonna deal with the consequences, essentially. Like, I'm not gonna let kids stress me out anymore because they will drive you to an early grave. I swear to God. Okay, have you on blood pressure medicine and shit. Okay. Your twins are so cute. Thanks, Mimi. Yes, my twins is like that too. Are they? Oh my god. So that's a twin thing. My mom, aunts, and uncles don't play talking back, rolling our eyes, any of those rebellious games, so I can't either. Yep. Not doing it. Not doing it. Yes, my brother was 21 years old when I was born. Damn. Yeah, my brothers were like 16, 17. The kids do what they do because we're not like our grandparents or parents, right? That's true. Like, I'm definitely not as strict as my grandmother was. But hell, it's about time to be that way again, because when I tell you, it's nice. It's really sunny out here. It's like 50 degrees, that's fall weather out here. So it doesn't feel like super, super, super cold. Sorry, it doesn't feel super, super cold anymore, but there's still snow on the ground. I love the weather here. Now I want some noodles. I know. My bad. That's why I can't watch mukbangs really, because now I'm like, oh, now I need some king crab legs. Chrissy, you and I are spoiled because we are the whole family's baby. Since our siblings are much older than us, but we are the backbone of the family, even though we're the youngest. I agree. I totally agree. Totally agree. Especially when you're the youngest girl. I think it's different. Because if the youngest is a boy, I feel like they're just spoiled. I feel like Onyx is spoiled. And he's like a spoiled brat. Like, he's a good boy, but he's like a spoiled brat because he's the youngest of 9. So everybody's like, oh, he's used to getting his way because everybody's going to give him his way. Like, say for instance, last night I had some balloons that I was using for something else, and I had like 2 left. I was trying to hide them because if you don't have enough for all of them, you cannot give one. They will fight and they will cry. And that's just a fight I'm never willing to have. I don't have the energy. So Blaze had found the balloons, and I was just like, it's too late now. Now everybody knows I have balloons, but I don't have enough for everybody. So then anyway, Junebug got the second one, and they blew them up, and they were like playing. At first it was fine because they were just all playing together, like throwing the balloon up. And then Onyx decided that he wanted a balloon, but he couldn't get a balloon because there's only 2. So then Junebug was like, I just gave Onyx my balloon because if I don't give it to him, he's just going to cry. And I don't want to deal with that. I said, that's fair. That's fair. Do you want a fruit snack since you shared? Like, it's fair because I don't want to hear it either. I don't want to deal with it either. But also at the same time, I'm teaching Onyx to, like, you don't just get what you want because you're the youngest. Like, he knows that his whining irritates the fucking house. And so they'll be like, oh, please, just whatever he wants to shut him up. But now I'm trying to teach him, like, you're a big boy. You're in school. Like, no, you can't do that now. Yeah, that shit's not going to fly. You're going to have to get it together, bruh. You're going to have to get it together. Thanks, Unique. Gently tap that like button. I like that. I'm the youngest and only girl, and my mom and grandma always put the responsibility on me. And I have older brothers, but they get treated like kings. Meanwhile, I'm stressed, SMH. I don't like that. But, you know, Learn how to say no. That's going to change your life. True, because at school and everywhere else, he can't have his way. Yes, break that now. Exactly. Exactly. Like, you're not going to be able to, nobody's just going to sit up here. My daughter Onyx is the same way. You have a daughter named Onyx? I love that. I love that. Onyx is such a cute name. Every time people hear their name, all the kids really, but like Onyx, Blaze, they're like, oh my God, that's such a cool name. Thank you, who cares? Yeah. Mimi, thank you. You're sweet. I know. When I'm in my soft girl era, I'm just in a soft life. Hold on. My security just alerted me. I was like, what? Who's at the door? Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah. I stole her name from you. I told you that years ago. Oh yeah, that's right, Shyla. I remember. I remember you. I remember you. Yeah. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did that. Okay, Pretty Brown. Well, I should say I like aura your aura in this new marriage, not the other one. Yeah. I feel like the other one had me. That's because that marriage I was not in my soft girl era because I was with someone who did not put me there. I feel like soft girl sounds childish a little bit, but like really I'm in my soft girl era because soft mom era, well, I don't know about soft mom era, but I'm in my soft life era, okay? All the way around, just in general. But yeah, that other marriage was extremely different because my ex-husband was a bum. And still is to this day. Legend has it he'll be like that for the rest of his life. I don't know. But yeah, so I didn't have support. I didn't have comfort. I had to be the provider. I didn't have a teammate. I didn't have a lot of the stuff. So it was a lot different. Okay, walking into her. Thanks for coming by, sis. See you next time. I moved, been gone 10 years and love it ever since. They call and I listen. You got to live your life, right? Exactly. Like I totally understand that. He better treat you right because your good sis will come to Colorado, right? I know that. Y'all will crash out over your girl. Yeah, no, I think I know he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. Fine like wine, okay? But yeah, you guys. Ugh. So, plenty of exciting things coming up on this channel and on my cooking channel. I think we're just going to dive right into holiday content because I feel like I said, I'm in the spirit, I'm in the mood. So, why not? You know, why the fuck not? So, I'm going to do that. I don't know how I'm doing Christmas this year. I know I talked about this and I've been talking about this. I don't know yet. But I think I'm really gonna try to come up with like a solid plan for Christmas, like this week or by next Monday or by Monday in a week. Give myself like a few days because I'm not feeling well and life has been crazy the last few days. But I really would love to do something like a staycation or something and then just get everybody just a couple of gifts. And I told everybody, I was like, you guys can make a list of 5 to 6 things and don't expect to get all 5 or 6 of those things. That just gives me an idea of things that you're liking right now and that you might want. I'm like, I might only get you one thing off that list and maybe get you 2 things that I want you to have. But either way, you're not getting a whole bunch of gifts this year. I just want, and I told all of the kids that, like, don't expect a lot of gifts. Not because I can't give them gifts. It's just that I just feel like I'm played out on the whole Christmas rush thing, you know? And it's stressful, and I'm trying to eliminate stress out of my life because there's other areas of my life that are just going to be stressful, like surviving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just enough work on a day-to-day basis as it is, you know, raising 9 children. I'm not going to stress about fucking silly stuff. But the twins gave me their list, and I think their list is probably the most practical because I think Cadence gave me her Christmas list and asked for $500, and I laughed. No. I told her, I was like, you might as well go on and take that off. I'm not giving you $500 for Christmas. What? Girl, no. She's like, well, a shopping spree? I said, that's the same thing. That's probably more than $500. What? I said, put some things on there and I'll tell you. And I forgot what she asked for, but I think a couple of the kids asked for their own TV, and I have like I don't know. Like I have the main TV downstairs, and then I was thinking of getting a projector because I feel like those are the gifts that keep on giving. Um, but Kaya asked me for a projector, and they sell them on TikTok Shop. The ones that are like your personal projector, and then they go up onto the ceiling, and I feel like that's Kaya's vibe. And I was telling her about that. I was like, so what about something like that? Because I'm not going to go buy like a whole, I was going to buy a projector anyway, but you need something like more personal that you can like use, you know, or whatever. And she was like, yeah, that would be cool. She also asked me for a MacBook and then changed it to an iPad. So I don't know. I have their lists on my desk. I got to get back and look at them. But what else did Cadence ask for? Cadence asked for a Lululemon set. And I heard Lululemon, the founder, doesn't like black women. And literally was like, why are black women wearing my stuff? Because it wasn't meant for you. And so I don't want to give my money to him. But DH Gate ain't never said nothing like that. So they'll never know. She'll never know. As long as it's got the Lululemon symbol, girl, go put that on and go on out of here. Go on, get out of here, girl. Go on, get out of here, girl. Because the Lululemon set she wants is like $300. I'm like, for one outfit. Girl, DH Gate, actually, if I order it right now, it might get here just in time. It might get here early. Girl. But I'm trying to think who else. What else did the kids ask for? They asked for like the boys asked for like Roblox gift cards. I don't know why they want gift cards. My account is on their thing, and when they want to make a purchase or when they do something, and I'm like, you can get Robux. They just come to me. I enter in my code, and it'll take it off my card, right? So I don't know why they need the physical card. Maybe it just makes them feel older, whatever. Because that's something Cash also asked for his birthday. He asked for a Roblox gift card. So, whatever. Um, what was I gonna say? So they asked for Roblox gift cards. Somebody asked for a VR headset. What time is it? I keep getting notifications that people are by my house, and I'm like, usually that only happens when I'm getting a delivery or somebody's walking by. But usually if it's this back to back, it's usually because like school just got out. But I'm like, it's only 1:30, nobody's out. But okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. Um, my door is open too, so I'm like, what? I like the air, the fresh air, and the the sunshine. But anyway, long story short, everybody's asking for shit. The twins asked for Barbies and baby dolls and iPads, but I had already told them that I was getting them new iPads. Anyway, I was gonna upgrade them. I just updated mine, upgraded mine, and got the pink one. And I just got this the other day. I said this is an early birthday gift to myself. I mean, not birthday gift, Lord, Christmas gift to myself because I'm gonna use this for work. So it works out. Um, but I want to get the boys and the twins iPads, new iPads, and then Kaya asked for one, so get her one. Honestly, if they get iPads, that's gonna be mostly it. It'll be little stuff after that. The stream is about I am. Wait, what? Mm, no, I'm talking about. TVs are so cheap nowadays. Walmart has 50 inches right now for 138. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, I'll probably. Oh, and she wants a new vanity. Cadence wants a new vanity, so she'll probably get that because I know she'll use it forever. And you know, if she wants a TV in her room, fine. And then Kai asks for a projector. They all want something electronic, and I feel like that's fine because if we do the electronics, we'll get that, and then a couple other things, we're done. That's it for Christmas. Everybody, I want to give them stuff that they're gonna use. Please don't ask me for some shit you don't even want for real, just to spend my money. My son was like, "Ma, all I want is a gaming laptop and like $400." Like, dude, the laptop is already $800. Why the hell do you think you get $400 extra? These kids are hilarious, girl. A gaming laptop and $400, like, you're right. It's already $800 to $1,000 depending on what brand you go with and what they can do, girl. And $400, like, damn. My kids will fuck around and ask for shoes. They'll ask for shoes that cost $300. Uh. It's giving get a job. It's giving get a job. Kaya, when it snowed real bad out here, this is cold, but it's so good. When it snowed real bad out here, Kaya went to her and her friend went around and shoveled people's driveways. She made a pretty penny, you know? So, you know, what are you doing? Stop. Hey, cut it out. Candy said, "What are your plans for 2025? Are you cash stuffing or doing a vision board?" Probably. I don't know about cash stuffing. You know I love doing that, but I don't know. My savings is going to be a little different going forward, but definitely a vision board. You should make a registry. Let's see, Kayla said it says we shouldn't see any Xmas wish list from you because you are married. You shouldn't be begging anymore. So hopefully you telling us just to tell us because we're not buying you nor your kids anything. Her kids are her responsibility. Caleb, please go fucking suck a dick. Okay, I don't got time for this shit. I just said I don't feel good. I don't feel like arguing with bitches on my own live stream. You come into my house and you disrespect me, you can hit the door. I don't have time for that. Honestly, I want to be honest with you guys. If I choose to get on this platform and beg or whatever you want to call it, that's my choice. My choice. But yeah, I don't plan on doing any wish lists for the kids because they don't need anything besides what I'm going to get them. My husband and I are going to get them. So I know that for some people, for some reason, that ruffles some people's feathers. But get over your fucking self. I'm not asking for fucking permission or acceptance on this fucking platform. The fuck? But anyway, moving on. I do love ramen. Girl, do that wish list. Girl, I might just give you guys my PO box, and if you guys want to send something, maybe put their wish list on, and then if you guys want to buy it and send it to the PO box, do that. What I don't want to do is be monitoring those online registries because that takes a lot of my time, and people are evil and they'll get on there and fake buy the shit just to get it removed off the list and fuck the list up because their kids aren't getting shit for Christmas because they're too busy instead of going to get their own bag over here worried about mine. Like, my kids aren't allowed to have stuff or whatever. I don't know. So I'm not focusing on the negative. I'm in a really good place in my life. And honestly, just like that meme says, if you see me happy, just know I deserve that shit. Like, it's not hard. Like, I'm not hurting nobody. I'm just doing my own thing over here, minding my own business, being regular degular. Nothing fancy. I'm not bragging. I just am happy relationship wise. I'm irritated motherhood wise because the bitch is overwhelmed. I'm tired, okay? But overall, I'm happy. And overall, I feel like I've been through a lot the last a while. I've been through a lot. And I deserve happiness. I deserve someone to love me. And I know that's hard for people to digest because I'm supposed to be this unlovable person. If Trump being in office twice has not taught you hoes anything, you'll never fucking learn. You'll die being pathetic. Him being in office should teach anybody, no matter what you believe in, no matter what political party you follow, it should teach you that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Don't let labels, stereotypes, statistics, or any of that shit stop you from living your fucking life. He doesn't give a fuck. He's a felon, a multiple time felon, convicted, and he's been the president now twice. That should tell you do whatever the fuck you want to do, bitch. Do whatever you want to do. You got 27 kids, go find you a man. That's what you want to do. Okay? You want to go for that PhD, go for it. You want to go whatever, do what you want to do. You're stopping you. No, nobody can stop you but you. So you gotta find the you gotta read between the lines and find the good in situations, y'all. You just stay asking for stuff. They don't need a wish list. Those are your children. You want to have all of them while you buy them. Melody, I would never ask someone like you for anything because you ain't got shit to give. It's bitches like you that don't even have a pot to piss in for yourself that are on here talking about somebody else's. Why are you worried about it? I don't think I've ever done a wish list for my kids in the 13 years that I've been on here. And honestly, it's due time for me to have one. Matter of fact, thank Melody, everybody, the kids will be having a wish list. And instead of doing an online registry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have them list or take their lists, type them out, and post it on my community tab. And whoever wants to buy whatever can send it. We'll just do it like that. Thanks, Melody. I just really needed that. That way, I can spend less and maybe just take the kids on a trip instead. I think that's a great idea. I love bitches like you. You just changed the course of my kids' Christmas. So for you, for that, I thank you. Because there are people on here who have seen these kids since they were babies. A lot of you have seen these kids come out of my body. Not really, but you know, y'all were from the beginning to where they are now through the entire pregnancy. We went through that together. When I was in the hospital going through labor, we went through that together. These are y'all's babies too. So I, yeah, they're mine physically. They're mine, in my real everyday life, and they're taken care of every single day. But there are people who are their virtual aunties, if you will, who would love to send them something or whatever. I just don't ever ask because bitches like you always make it hard and make it be like taboo. And I really don't, I'm not in desperate need. I usually give back to people. You guys, CLK is still a thing. I don't think I'm going to do it this year, though, obviously, because it's late in the year. But I was thinking of going back to doing CLK next year because it's something that I really am passionate about. And I see other people on here, being able to do that. And I'm just like, I need to get myself back to a comfortable position to where I can do that and have time to help people. But many years in a row, I gave back, you know, to families in need and bridge the gap between, because I can only help so many people myself, but bridge the gap between the people who want to help and the people who need help. That was me. I did that. So I think that if I want to ask for anything on this platform, I can do that because I spent more of my time giving than receiving overall. But it's really not a big deal because, whether people send stuff or not, these kids are going to have a good Christmas. I'm not asking you guys to pay my bills or my rent, but being here on this live stream does do that. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. Wedding registry. I'm just going to give you guys my PO box and then you guys can send whatever you want. I'm not picky. I'm not. You guys, I'm really not picky. You guys can just send what you want. And I did this when I was pregnant with Onyx. I just put up I did have a registry, but back then I don't think anybody messed with my registry like that. But I don't know. Yeah, so now or yeah, then I put my PO box and then people would just like send stuff for him and stuff. That was a really nice time. Why are you here? That's good. Please, you at least deserve that, right? Thank you. I make jewelry. I would love to see you some stuff. Oh my God, I love jewelry. And the kids love jewelry too. So yeah, absolutely. DM me. I would love that. All right, thanks, Melanie. Wedding registry. I've been watching since Onyx, and I don't remember any wish list for the kids, just the two Christmas giveaways. You have folks confused, Melody. OMG. I was just thinking that I just rewatched a video when you were preggers with Onyx and I saw little Cadence. Like, who is that? They're blossoming beautifully. Thank you. I know, like, you guys have watched these babies grow. Like, and that's really, when you think about it, like, that is a beautiful thing to share with the world because, and not only can they look back on their childhood and have like a play by play of their entire life, essentially, like, but they have so much support and love out here in this world that it far outweighs. I know I go through shit on this platform that I don't deserve, but the love and the support and the positive and the encouragement, all of that far outweighs the hell that I go through from time to time. you know. So I feel like in the end, it's worth it, you know. And I get to share bits and clips of my life with people who actually care and give a damn, like, about them, you know. So that's beautiful, and I'm gonna continue to do that. You know, you guys, I think ultimately there are a lot of people who just, I don't know, have too much time on their hands, but I feel like the ones of us who get it, we get it. You know, you support, you give your support, you watch, you comment, you like, and you move on with your life. please don't let me please don't let me affect you in your personal life so much to where you feel like you're that damn mad at me to where you want to hate me. I promise you, I don't know you, and if I did, you'd probably want to be my friend because I'm awesome. So, joking. Joking but serious. We love the kids. I know, and they love you guys too. They love you guys too. Somebody commented on my live stream yesterday. Um, they were like, what did they say? Oh, they were like the twins just want to be in the camera so bad, because they'll be like, can we say hi? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead, come on. And then I'm like, hi guys, and run off. Yeah, they love you guys. Hey, they call me mom, sis. Can I send my book to you? It's a guided manifestation journal. Absolutely. When I tell you I love manifestation work, please send it. I remember when Chrissy sent multiple people kids gifts for Christmas while having her 9 kids. Yeah, listen, you guys, I don't think they don't want to remember the good. So we'll just let them think whatever they want to think, because these bitches out here are sadly mistaken. They are confused. And honestly, when I can again, I want to do it bigger and better. I have had this idea for a really long time. I've told you guys that I wanted to make CLK a nonprofit organization at one point, and I still do want to do that. But, you know, I have to get me together and make sure we're good first before I can try to do so much, because sometimes I'll take on stuff that is too much for me. But then I feel like the last time I did this giveaway, the CLK giveaway, when was the last time I did that, you guys? I think I was still in Texas, actually. I think the last year that I did it, I was in Round Rock, and that was for 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I think. Um, and so that was the last time that I had did it. But even then, it was successful. But it's a lot of work bridging the gap between families and stuff. And then I had some families like kind of pull out or like not respond to the families that I had matched them with. And then so I was stuck paying for those gifts and stuff. So it just was a lot. So I think that the next time that I do it, I'm going to be fully prepared. And then I need a team, because this is not something that you can really do by yourself. And I was trying to help like so many people, because when you sit and you read everybody's story, you understand we're all living the same life, just different in different versions. You know, like a lot of that stuff, a lot of the like the entry, like writing, like when I was like, hey, just write what's going on, or don't tell me all your business if you don't want to, but just like tell me why you're in need. And I was reading stuff that just was like, had me in fucking tears about, you know, what's going on in people. And it's like everybody's going through something, you know. Nobody's fucking perfect, and I don't get on this platform to pretend to be perfect. Now if I get on here and I say my husband, that's because I'm in love. And I mean, what's wrong with that? You know? No, I'm not going to talk in detail about him. No, I'm not going to share him, because I want to keep my personal life private. But I want you bitches to know I'm in love. Like what? But that's not to be like a bitch and be like, oh my God, bitch, I'm in love. Like, no, it's like I am in love. And if I can do it, then I know other people can too. Now, this one person, I don't know this subscriber, or I don't even know if she subscribed, but she commented on one of my videos the other day. I do read my comments, even though I don't get back to all of you guys. And well, I don't read all of them, because sometimes there's a lot. And sometimes, you know, there's like 27 and I can read them. But she said, she's like, basically, like, what am I doing wrong? If you can find a husband with 9 kids, like, what the fuck? And it made me laugh because I'm like, I don't know if that's a compliment or if that's like a dig, but either way, bitch, carry on. Like, carry on. Because it's true though. Like, if I can do it, you guys can do it if you're not married already. But and honestly, I don't know. We'll talk about that a whole nother day. It's just it's a lot, but I always feel like I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. I feel like not everyone can have a large number of kids and be a single parent and survive that shit. Because there are some days, there have been some days where I literally was like, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown because it's just a lot, you know? And then I wouldn't even be able to properly have a mental breakdown because then somebody's gonna come ask me to open up a fruit snack and I'm gonna have to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna ask me to tie their shoe or something and I'm gonna have to be like, get my shit together real quick. But like you want to, even having help. I have help and I'm still fucking overwhelmed because I'm a mother, you know? So anyway, you guys, I say all this to say, I love helping people. I love giving back. One day, I pray to God I'm able to do more on a larger scale. And I know that I will be able to because it's in my heart to do it. And everybody has a calling. And I feel like that's one of mine. That's why I feel like I went through a lot of the trials and tribulations that I've went through in my life. I chose those things. And I had to learn hard fucking lessons from everything that I did. Every decision that I've made, I've had to learn hard lessons. So there's no bitch on the internet that can teach me a lesson or tell me about myself because I've already learned the hardest lessons of life myself. And I know that. I'm not going to get on here every day and be preaching to y'all about it because that's not what my content's about. But just know that I've been through a lot of stuff that you guys don't even know about, that you'll never know about. And, some of the stuff that I had the pleasure or sometimes not of sharing with you guys. And then we kind of go through it together and you kind of tell me where what your advice is, or you give me my encouragement, give me some encouragement. And I feel like that's just what makes the world go round, y'all. Not everybody can be a mom of multiples and give back or even think about anything else but survival. And so not everybody else can have a lot of kids, because I know a lot of people, a lot of you guys be like, how do you do it? I could never. And sometimes I don't even fucking know. I'm like, how do I do it? I don't even know. Some days it just is, I guess it's just as good as yours. Shit. Would you say the girls are or the boys are easier? I feel like it depends on the ages, because like I feel like the girls when they were kids, when they were babies, they were easier than my boys that are babies now, like little kids. So like all of my girls when they were babies to elementary, easy. The twins, easy. Kaya, very laid back, very, very cool. Not a lot of drama or like, oh my God, like attitude. She doesn't talk back. She doesn't do any of that. She's very much just like laid back. Very much so. Um, but you also got to watch those, because then they get sneaky because they're so laid back and they're so like, yeah, sure, mom, whatever. That you could, they try to slip past you. They try to slide right past you. And I'm like, bring it back. Mm-mm. No. you know. Um, but yeah. Once upon a time said, how's your mom doing? She's doing well. She got her own apartment, and she likes it. She's doing good. I feel like the other day she called me and she was like, yeah, when they ask how I'm doing, you could tell them I'm doing good. I'm like, okay, I just don't want to talk about nobody on this. I just talk about me, because people do too much. It's like, girl, but she's doing good. She's doing really good. She has her own place. And, I'm happy that she seems really happy where she's at. And the fact that she's like, because we were talking about that this morning, like nobody wants to live with someone. It's really not ideal. Like you want your own space. And so she really is enjoying her own space. And I love that for her. Because, bitch, so am I. Okay. I love the atomic look of your wall hanging. Oh, thank you. It lights up too. I want more kids, but we are struggling. I don't know why it's so hard, girl. Um, a wise man once said, "Say nothing." Wait. A wise man once said, "Nothing. I respect your decision to marry quietly. Congratulations." Thank you. I love that. I love that. How's your relationship with your brothers? The same. Like, I love them. I'm always going to love my brothers or whatever, but as families do, I'm going to call you out on your shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm the no nonsense sister. Like, I will cuss you out with love. I love you, but I will cuss you out with love, you know? And that's just the way that it is because I don't take no shit from nobody. But it's like your little big sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna take nobody's shit, but I will. I'm still gonna love you at the end of the day. I'm not gonna hold a grudge or whatever. So we're fine. You know. You are the youngest. I am. I don't think she was taking a dig because I said the same thing, but it was more so asking, what am I doing wrong that I'm not getting a man? Not that you shouldn't have one. Okay, Shyla, yeah, you make a point. I couldn't, with texts, with comments, you don't always hear a tone. You know what I'm saying? It's not like y'all could pick up the phone and call me and be like, girl, what am I doing? Because that's some shit I would probably say too. Like, girl, what the fuck am I doing wrong? But honestly, you guys, I don't think I think it's just picking the wrong people. Me, that was my thing. Picking the wrong people and allowing stupid shit and knowing, and it's like one of those weird ass things because as you get older and you still pick the wrong people or whatever, you're like, damn, I know this is the wrong person. I know like I what I want, but this person's not giving me what I want. But because you see the good or the potential in them, or because they'll show you little bits and pieces, that's like narcissistic too. Like they'll show you little bits and pieces for you to stick around longer. Like you're like, okay, like it's gonna get better. Like, or they'll do this, or they do this, but they don't do this, or whatever. It's like I started to believe at some point in time, like none of these, like everybody's, all this shit's fake. Maybe that's just me. I'm like, all of this shit is fake. Like I don't believe it. But I don't know. And then by the time, I don't know, y'all, we'll have to talk about this on another day when I have a time to do a deep dive into like my viewpoints on relationships and dating and love. I feel like if you find someone who truly loves you and cares about you, they're going to take on whatever comes with you and do that shit with precision. They're not going to. I feel like a lot of these men too, like if you're a single mom, I'm speaking directly, I guess, to single moms because I was a single mom for a long time. Like it's easy to find a guy who wants to be with you and will like tolerate your kids or like accept the kids or whatever. But like to find someone who really cares about their well-being and stuff like that, I feel like that's a little harder. So yeah, just reflecting on my life and all the fuck ups I made, all the mistakes I made. But you know, it just is what it is, you guys. I just found someone who I guess just loves me, loves the kids. So it works. Right? I said, nah, it's still shady. Thanks, Shelly. You're a Leo, that's why. Probably, us Leos. Can't wait to see what I got. Can't wait to see what I got my kids for Christmas video. Oh, yes. It's going to be basic, but it's going to be cute. God sends you the right one when you've learned all the lessons while also working on yourself. I feel like that too. That's a good one. I feel like that is probably what happened because I feel like we've talked about this. Like it, I wish I I would have met him years ago. It might not have worked out because he might have been in a different position, a different place in his life, and I might have been in a different. I know I was probably in a different place in my life. And you just know when you've matured. You just know when you've matured because everything looks different. You know, like we're not gonna argue. We're not gonna always get along, and we don't. Sometimes we'll have disagreements. I'm like, yeah, uh, I don't agree. I just don't fucking agree. But it's not like I feel like in the past I'd be like, okay, you can shut the fuck up with your bitch ass. But now I'm just like, yeah, I just disagree. But also, I'm in my, what is that? Okay, I'm getting emails. I need to actually respond to some of these instead of just looking at them. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, like how long have we been on here? An hour. But anyway, y'all, I'm just on here running my mouth at this point. I need to probably get up and finish. It's already 2 o'clock. Lord, the kids will be home. They'll be home shortly. Let me get up off of here. Long story short, you guys, he's a nice guy. I love him. But let's focus on me. All eyes on me. It says it's not like he got money. What he do, girl? Now, why would I tell you what he did? That'll make sense. We're all out here just living the best we can. I know they're just waiting for me to say something like that. I'm not gonna do that because that's not doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter. All that matters is that he pays bills. That's all that matters. I love you and support you, Chrissy. Day one. Hey, Angie. I love your attitude, girl. Thank you. I jumped on so fast when I seen you are on live. Hey, once upon a time. Start that podcast. I need to. I know that's right. Keep it private. Yeah, I know I need to. I will. I love when people get on here and ask me to show my feet, but don't send me a cash app. That's so selfish. I was just watching your Christmas video where you had COVID, but still got up and made it happen for the kids. Oh, that was hard. That was so hard. That accent wall is so cute. You guys like this accent wall for real? I think it's cute too. It lights up. I'll show you guys in a video or something or next live when it gets dark. I don't know, whatever. But it's cute. Are you doing Christmas vlogs? I am. She's not telling y'all, but about him. Stop asking. I'm sure. Yeah, I know. I'm not telling you guys about him. Yeah, but he loves me, and I love him, and that's all that matters. God willing, we'll love each other forever, in this lifetime and the next. Cause I'm tired, and ain't this, the pickings out here is slim. Okay, really fucking slim. But if y'all act right, maybe one day, 70 years from now, it'll be a cold day in hell before I ever put a cold day in hell. Cold day in hell. No, but I love you guys. I'm gonna get off of here because I really do need to finish this Christmas tree. Hit a like for your girl because it's free, don't cost y'all nothing. I'm gonna turn y'all around because I'm gonna show y'all my tree that I'm working on. Like, I need to get over here and fluff this thing out and do some things with it because I literally just took it out of the box and, stacked it. I need to fluff it, put the lights on, and then I need to put the ornaments on. And I'm vlogging today, even though I've been sitting here chatting with you guys for an hour and a half. But yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video, live stream, vlog, whatever. Bye.